So Deadpool and Wolverine. I was highly anticipating this movie, but I wasn't at the same time. I was so scared that somehow, some way, they were going to fuck this up. Marvel has been on an absolute shit streak lately. The last 3 years have been an absolute shit show. But I thought to myself, there's no way that this can be bad. Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine, tag teaming with Deadpool. It's got to be great. And it was fucking amazing. So I'm going to keep this spoiler free, so the whole three of you that watch this can go out and enjoy it without having shit spoiled for you. But there's some great cameos in here. And one thing they did do very well was balance the cameos in a way that they didn't take away from Deadpool and Wolverine. The cameos are great. There's two in particular that I fucking loved. The other few, they were really good. But again, they weren't so great that they didn't take away from the main story. Like, imagine if Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was a cameo in this. Spoiler alert, he's not. Don't get disappointed when you don't see him. But if he was in this film, no one would have been talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. They would have only been talking about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So I think the cameos in here, they found a perfect balance. So after a second viewing of this, the comedy definitely holds up. There's a lot I didn't pick up on in the first viewing. It breaks the fourth wall a lot. And I mean a lot. And that's a slight complaint I have. They refer to the real world so much that after a while, the gag becomes very repetitive. Like, we know what sort of jokes Deadpool's going to go for. He does this in previous movies, obviously, but in this one here, there's like 10 jabs at Fox, 10 jabs at Hugh Jackman. It's funny, don't get me wrong, but towards the tail end of the film, I was definitely feeling it was a bit repetitive. But again, the film was very funny, and that comes down to the way the jokes were written and the way that Reynolds and Hugh Jackman pull these jokes off. Their chemistry on screen together is amazing. You could definitely tell they're having a blast, and surely some of it was improv, because this is right up Ryan Reynolds' level of comedy. If you like his comedy on talk shows and shit like that, you're going to love this movie. And Hugh Jackman, you see his lighter side sometimes in this film, but his actual performance when he's grounded and they're talking about the emotional side of his character, he is amazing. Like, you looking at this guy, thinking of how much pain he's going through. And what I really loved about this movie, we got the perfect Hugh Jackman Wolverine send-off, whereas in Logan, we obviously got the perfect Logan send-off. They're obviously trying to send off Wolverine as well in Logan, but that movie to me was just about Logan the man, not the superhero. And that movie is perfect. That ending kills me every time. It's amazing. But this film here, it starts off sort of disrespecting Logan, but they do it in a funny way where it's not going to upset any diehard Wolverine / Logan fans, I don't think. Surely you don't get upset by that, because they actually take the piss out of it at the start of this film. But this film sends off the superhero Wolverine perfectly, if that makes sense. They give Hugh Jackman's Wolverine the perfect send-off in this, and Hugh Jackman's Logan the perfect send-off in Logan. I'm almost certain Hugh Jackman's done with Wolverine. There's like a Wolverine variant cameo in this film, and he would be perfect for a brand new MCU Wolverine. Even though I still want Hugh Jackman to continue. He is the perfect Wolverine. But if he steps aside, I'd be happy to see this dude play Wolverine, for sure. The opening sequence of this film, it's all over the internet. It's the biggest meme at the moment. It's the best opening to a Marvel movie ever. One of the best openings to any movie ever. It's so creative, yet so simple, but it's hilarious. And it's obviously not Ryan Reynolds in the suit during this opening scene, because there's no way. But it is just the perfect open for this film. The music choices in the film were great. They were amazing. The song choices are so funny, and they suit the tone of the film perfectly. Again, another little complaint I have, sometimes they overuse them in scenes that they shouldn't be in. And one in particular, the first actual face-off and fight between Deadpool and Wolverine, it starts off with no music, and it's just, Deadpool's swords hitting Wolverine's claws. They're fucking punching each other with no audio. And it's amazing. And it only lasts for about 8 seconds. And then they go into a fight sequence with this loud music. The song's catchy, yes, but that scene would have been wicked, just them fighting. Thinking about it, maybe that wouldn't have suited the tone of the film. I don't know, but that's just one little complaint I have with that. So overall, I am super happy that Marvel have managed to make a good film, finally. And that's definitely down to Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Like, I know Ryan Reynolds had a big say in this film. The way it was written, the way it was directed, the way it was produced, 100%. Because this film is literally Ryan Reynolds. And the fact that Hugh Jackman came back for Wolverine was amazing. The film was amazing. I've seen it twice. It holds up. It's an amazing theater experience. Such a good film. Does this save the MCU? No, I don't think so. I really think this is just a little bump in the road, a good bump, and then it's going to go back to shit. I don't want to feel that way, but I just do. But this film couldn't have been bad. A Deadpool movie couldn't have been bad. I think it's probably my favorite one in the franchise. A lot of people have been saying that it's their least favorite, but I really enjoyed this one. So that all being said, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. So if you've seen the film, let me know what you think, and thanks always for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.